Orang kasih dia apa khabar dan selamat kembali ke Hogwarts Legacy untuk bahagian yang ketiga. Jadi kita akan sambung dengan kita punya main mission iaitu adalah Return to the Professor Big Classroom. Alright, let's go. Kita akan turun bawah saya rasa. Alright, jadi sebelum tu korang jangan lupa untuk subscribe on my channel YouTube. Jangan lupa untuk tinggalkan like dan komen disebabkan banyak lagi game-game yang saya akan main after this. Alright, jadi kita pun dah dapat spell baru dan saya rasa tu spell pada lebih kepada fire. Kalau korang tengok dekat kita punya, saya mesti tak gunakan lagi dia this one, apa ni? Incendio damage. Okay, ni damage. And saya masih belum lagi gunakan skill tu, spell tu I mean. Alright, kita jumpa balik dengan Professor Fix. Okay, sekali lagi kita tunggu dia macam sebelum ni punya mission juga.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Alright, quest start. Secret of the restricted section. Talk to Sebastian. Alright, finally di mana mission yang saya tak perlu pilih sama ada Sebastian ataupun lagi satu tu. Wait, apa nama ke? Nita. I just forget about dia punya nama.
Sebastian
So, sebelum ni dia bagi kita pilihan sama ada karakter mana yang kita nak pilih untuk buat kita punya journey. Tapi saya lebih pada perempuan tu. And finally right now kita akan bercakap dengan Sebastian balik guys. Dia Sullivan apa benda nama dia punya ni, Grindelwald. Dia punya apa lah. Sekejap, mana saya punya alright, tak apa. Sebabkan saya dah 2 hari saya tak sambung dengan part sebelum ni, jadi saya ada lupa berapa bahagian guys. I'm kind of busy for this week. Tapi don't worry, saya akan sedaya upaya untuk selesaikan game ni secepat mungkin.
Sebastian, there you are. I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow.
Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
It's to do with Renrock ataupun I'm not entirely certain. Until like kita akan jujur dengan dia.
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Wait, saya patutnya tak patut bagi tahu dia tentang Ranrock kan. Saya dia orang ketua. Saya dah cerita daripada another Professor Weasley. Betul tak? Saya salah pilih lagi. Saya tahu kalau dia ada efek kepada story ataupun tak.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Okay, another spell. Yup. X. Cerita. X. Cerita. X. Disillusionment Alright, actually kalau ikutkan sebenar, untuk belajar spell ni, dia bukannya ambil dalam satu minit, sorry. Dia akan lebih ambil masa yang lama daripada apa yang korang expect. Maybe just 2-3 hari before you learn. So kalau korang tengok cerita Harry Potter, korang akan faham Ya, before that, kita kena tukar kita punya spell dulu. Mana spell hilang tadi? This one. Utility Maybe saya boleh tukar kepada this one. Alright, kita buat sementara waktu Alright, sneak into library. Can we use? Saya tak tahu kalau dia ada masa ke tak. Oh, ada orang kat sini. Okay, nearby adversary will sense and investigate special behavior because by trying to figure out the result the alright. So kita tak boleh nak kena ni Kita nak kena pastikan tanda soal tu warna kelabu. So you need to slow. Sebab dia invisible tapi tak terlalu invisible guys. Diorang still boleh dengar kita, tak boleh buat sebarang bunyi. So we need to move slowly. Kita nak kena gerak slow-slow. Wait, what? Sekejap, saya kena berhenti. Okay, nice, let's go. Jangan ada suara. Diorang malam-malam pun ada ni ada jaga kawasan Saya ingat semua orang tidur. Maybe diorang ada diorang punya jadual sendiri. So sekarang ni kita nak kena masuk dalam pintu. Di sebalik pintu ni adalah library You just move slowly please, jangan. Dia tak dengar ke? Takkan dia tak dengar dengan pintu terbuka macam gitu.
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Okay. Kenapa diorang tak balik lagi?
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Alright, jap, saya nak tanya dulu. Why do we need the key?
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Alright, I trust you, Sebastian. Even you from Slytherin. Tapi diorang punya kelas tu bukanlah sejahat macam mana Dalko apa ya? Saya lupa nama kereta.
Is someone there? I knew
Oh.
it. Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
I'm sorry. Yeah, this is my first fail quest dekat dalam game ni. Yeah, this is my first fail. Alright, let's go, kita try lagi satu kali. Tak saya tahu kalau dia saya terlanggar buku ke?
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
Oh, itu mesti Sebastian punya kerja kan. Dia
Okay.
tarik
Here it
perhatian
is.
dia.
Good gracious, what a mess.
Besar siap dia punya library. Saya tiba-tiba saya rindu sekolah pula tengok dia library. Even dulu sekolah saya library dia tak besar pun, but saya dulu ni pengawas perpustakaan. Ya, saya susun buku
That wasn't so
and
difficult after all.
ni betul-betul bagi saya
How to
nostalgic.
find a book.
We must remain unseen.
Kat sini macam tak ada orang.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Buku apa yang kena cari sebenarnya ni? Okay, apa ni? Use basic case while undetected the lure authority figures and enemies to desire location and to regain spell target. Okay, so kita boleh distract dorang dengan tembak dekat macam-macam maybe dekat kita punya dekat dinding ataupun buku-buku Sekejap, gambar ni boleh nampak kita ke?
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Oh, gambar ni pun boleh nampak kita lah. Jadi dia kata ghost, ada ghost ke dekat area sini? Oh,
You what? Can't you leave us to waft about in peace? Out of here with you!
damn, hantu pun jaga kat sini. So, saya tak perasan pula. Saya ingat kita nak kena apa gambar tu yang boleh nampak kita. Rupanya memang ada hantu kat sini. Sekejap, kita try lagi sekali.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
So kalau saya fail tadi, kita nak kena step beratas balik
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Nampak sana boleh kot? So, jangan kata saya tak boleh. Oh damn it, saya tak boleh masuk sini. Maybe saya boleh kot ke sini. Okay, saya ingat tak ada siapa punya ada hantu kat dalam ni tengah jaga. So this is not gonna be easy So mission ni tak semudah yang saya fikirkan guys. Tadi kat sini pun ada lagi satu. Oh yes, betul. Okay, mana saya nak pergi? Alright, saya nak kena panggil dia ke arah sini. Sekejap bagi saya. Okay, bagi dia pusing. Alright, nice.
Should be in the clear. There's no need for us to be skulking about.
So dah clear?
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts.
Ni ada
Because
chest.
Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it
Salah
when I
jalan.
see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Kejap, kita...
Quietly now.
Okay, so dia kata quiet. Mislight dekat sini ada Wait, what is this? Nothing. Okay, harap kat bawah ni tak ada sesiapa. But filem macam ada juga kat sini. Wait, kena bertengkorak tu menakutkan Damn, tiba-tiba rasa macam seram pula. Apa tu? Collection. Itu bukan saya punya salah satu gear, betul tak? Dia just collection. Dia just collection je.
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Damn it. Itu patutnya berlaku ke tak?
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Don't get into trouble or atau cannot trust you. Ya, maybe saya akan sebab saya kurang sikit dengan Sebastian ni.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Okay, spell. Sekejap, saya nak kena tukar kita punya spell juga. Tapi saya kat sini saya tak perlukan api dulu. So kita pasang, tukar dekat api Wait, asal ada dua spell right now?
Repairer.
Sekejap, ada di chest. Nampak masuk sini kot. Saya tak suka betul kalau dia lalu tangga ke bahagian sempit kan. Dia punya first person view tu, third person view tu terus jadi dekat gila. What is this place? Search for the secret hidden in this restoration section.
Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this one. That's it.
Wait, ada portal Okay, jap. Bagi saya tukar satu. Mana? Cahaya ni. Pasang dekat
Lumos.
Nice. Lumos. Wait, I hear something. Tiba-tiba rasa macam game. Seram pula. Oh, nada. Macam legendary Serius lah legendary. Saya tak tahu kalau kita kita boleh upgrade sebab saya nampak ada upgrade dekat situ kan. So means like kita boleh upgrade tapi saya tak tahu nak upgrade dekat mana lagi. Okay, kita equip dulu. Alright, this is so good. How about kita punya cloaks and robes? Nice. Tapi kalau kita boleh jumpa cloak and robe yang warna dia ataupun outfit yang warna dia lagi cerah, lebih better kot. So warna kelabu ni like macam gelap sikit.
Where might this lead?
Right, discover the secret of the 18th chamber. Saya tak tahu pula library tu boleh buat kita, bawa kita sampai ke sini Sekejap, ni maybe saya boleh kita pakai Reparo.
Repairer.
Bukan?
I need to wake up that rune over there.
Wake up the rune. Macam saya nak wake up? Tembak tu ke? Oh. You know, nasib baik saya dah main macam-macam game. So sometimes ada beberapa part yang saya boleh agak. Jadi kalau saya tak pernah main game and this is my first game, maybe saya agak pening sikit, pusing nak mencari tempat dia. Alright, nanti lah kita nak kena fight. Jap, bagi saya tukar dulu. Okay, ni kita pasang dekat sini. And this pasang dekat sini. Api ni saya pasang dekat bawah.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Oh, ada lagi.
Accio. Incendio.
Nice.
Potato. Stupefy.
Dia perasan pula dia ada cooldown. Okay, sasia field 10 hit combo will begin generating action magic power up. Collecting this will really fill your action magic meter and recover a small amount of health. Alright. Oh, kalau saya tap L1 and R1 with the sword enemy hit lah. Tu tadi saya boleh tekan ke? Oh, okay, ada lagi.
Levioso. Accio.
Oh, macam gitu. Okay, nice. Yo, that's so... What a powerful magic siap. Kita boleh tekan R1 and L1, dia akan jadi auto. Sekejap, ni macam ni saya nak. Okay, saya tahu nak tarik. Maybe saya boleh. Sekejap, kita pakai Reparo. Tapi saya tahu jadi kata sebab tadi tak jadi. Okay, tak jadi. Saya nak pergi seberang sana. Then how about this one? Yup, saya mati kalau saya lompat.
Levioso.
Boleh. Oh, sorry. Maybe ada berapa kunci yang saya nak kena buka. Bukan. Baik, tak apa. Thank you. Oh, wait. Nasib baik siap.
Revelio.
Apa tu? Oh, what is that? Tapi sebelah sana macam tak ada benda kita boleh. Yeah, nothing. Maybe after kita patah balik baru ada
This
dia
must
punya
be
ni
the way
tak?
forward, but to where?
Macam mana saya nak? Adakah benda yang saya boleh tembak? Macam tak ada. Saya tak boleh nak lompat.
Revelio.
Oh, kat situ. Okay. Lepas tu saya tembak lagi. Oh, no. Okay. Saya faham. Okay, saya tarik depan sebab dia terus daripada depan kan dia jatuh. So kita ambil jauh sikit step.
Nearly there. best keep my wits about me.
Gorim Circular Spectacles. Okay, tahu macam tak perlu kan pun. Okay, saya nampak ada 6 kat sini yang kita kena lawan. 6, 7, 8. Okay, lagi mana?
Incendio. Levioso. Accio.
Sebaik.
Incendio.
So incendio ni yang apa spell apa kita dia tak boleh daripada jarak jauh
Protego. Stupefy. Incendio.
Yes, dia tak boleh daripada jarak jauh.
Levioso. Preparo. Accio. Protego. Stupefy.
Nice.
It is a book after all.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor Bakar?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
there was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Damn, that thing so annoying, siap. So Sebastian ni boleh dipercaya ya. Dia selamatkan kita ya guys eh. Dia tak bagi tahu pun kehadiran kita di sini. Alright, to the Professor Fix's classroom. You mean in the middle of the night? Wait, sorry, jap. Saya boleh terus travel ke dia ke? Mesti ambil yang paling depan ni. So tadi kita nampak macam mana empat orang tu dia terus selamatkan perkampungan tu dia, macam mana dia turunkan hujan, rumput tu semua. Feel like macam tak logik pula magic can do all that things. Apa ni? Wait. Rasa bukan kat sini. So tadi apa yang dia tulis wait tu? Kita tunggu siapa? Kalau kita masuk. Okay. Begin. Alright, quest start. Thomas and Tribulation. Take the book to Professor Fix. Serius lah, kita tak tak tidur dulu. Dia just tunggu sini sampai pagi.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor.
Boleh nampak. Saya main ni boleh nampak. Tadi saya pusing tak nampak.
I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive, Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Alright, so kita tak boleh nak bagi tahu dorang. So kalau after apa, lepas ni kita jumpa dengan dorang, bila dorang tanya, saya nak kena choose dialog yang lebih berhati-hati Okay, new case available.
You know, there is such a thing as...
Ya, apa kita punya next quiz? Okay, go to the herbology class. I need to enter herbology class taught by Professor Garlic in the greenhouse. Nampak macam kita nak kena belajar tentang tumbuhan. Herbology. So, kita belajar tentang cara buat potion ke macam gitu, saya rasa, sebab herba kan. Man, shut up, kid.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Alright, nak say Onai. Okay, nanti just send you an old post requesting to meet her in Lower Hogsfield, hamlet. Sekejap, dia salah satu daripada main mission ke? Okay, saya tak buka lagi lah. Okay, saya tak ada. Saya nak kena jalan. So, kenapa saya punya... Jadi tak boleh ni pula.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Wait, mana satu mission yang saya nak kena buat? Ada 2 dekat dalam saya punya... Mana kita punya quiz? Okay, so ada 2. So kita ambil herbology class dulu, baru saya pergi to the girl from Ugagodu So dia terus 2 main mission Saya takut kita terbuat side mission ke, so saya dah buang masa saya. Alright, let's go, kita turun bawah.
Do you find it hard?
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Besar tempat dia. Alright, mana herbology kelas. Let's go begin.
Punja's onion again.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Cool. Ni apa dia punya pising siap. Saya pun terkejut.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone! Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables.
What?
You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
Wait, kenapa Professor Garlic nampak macam lebih muda daripada kita? She looks so young. Hello, Professor Garlic.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I nearly went deaf. This is kind of rude macam I think this one better.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my staff.
Okay, plant dittany seed at the potting table.
Or roses.
Sorry, can you move?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Wait, saya patut...
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Alright, so kat sini kita boleh tanam kita punya tumbuhan dan bila dah besar macam tadi kita tengok 10 minit. So means like kita dah boleh make a potion, kita dah boleh ambil and make a potion. Sebab potion ni guna tumbuhan
to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. Nice.
Alright, go to the other greenhouse.
By the way.
Excuse me.
Tadi saya nampak dia
Your duel with
collect.
Sebastian.
Oh, saya
And
boleh
he's
collect.
good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was
Wait,
brilliant.
did I know you?
Oh.
Oh, you talk to me.
Well, thank you.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it.
Saya tahu patut ke tak saya collect semua ni. Nanti ada target dah ambil chomping cabbage. Sekejap, macam mana saya nak? Okay, L1. Oh, ni ke? Oh.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Alright, return to Professor Gilly. So yang kita ambil cabbage ni, dia lebih kepada macam support punya attack So dia akan backup kita like macam boom. And nampak macam lebih membahayakan Lebih kalau saya lawan dengan 2-3 musuh, saya boleh gunakan cabbage tu untuk support saya guys Let's go, kita patah balik pada Professor Gilly.
As to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Don't care much for plant asli. Okay, that's not good. So this one, dia sentiasa ada pilihan kita punya dialog. Satu yang better dan satu like macam root sikit.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Alright, quest complete. So saya rasa next kita punya misi jumpa dengan okay, lagi 5 minit baru saya boleh ambil So kita jumpa dengan apa nama dia tadi? Nati Onai. Saya lupa je. Onai, okay. Sebab nama dia macam pelik sikit kan dia, sebab dia daripada Godo. So nama dia pun jenis yang saya jarang dengar. So kelas tumbuhan dekat bawah sini Actually kalau ikutkan saya lebih suka menanam and like if saya salah seorang daripada Hogwarts student, this is gonna be my favourite subject guys. Saya suka menanam actually. Dari sini kot kita punya mission. Oh bukan, sekejap. Mana satu yang patut saya pergi? Ada 2 potion class. Okay, kita ambil yang ni dulu. Mana yang kita jumpa dulu punya mission, saya ambil dulu So dia dekat sini. Jadi saya boleh travel. Kalau ikutkan pun dekat area kita je, tak berapa jauh saya rasa. So tengok dalam map tadi.
There's something in there. I just know.
Alright, ke bawah. Ke sini kot. Jauhnya. 500. Wait, saya dah pergi mana? Belakang ke? Dia boleh tunjuk 500. Wait, saya pergi sebelah. Kenapa tunjuk sebelah sana? Okay, lower office. Saya rasa saya buat dulu kot dekat sini kot. Sebab macam jauh kita nak pergi. Oh, saya rasa dekat Hogsmeade. Saya rasa dekat area dia sini. Kita nak jumpa dengan dia. So, better saya buat ini dulu kot. Kita main dekat dulu, baru kita buat mission kita dekat luar. Sebab dia dekat luar kan. Jangan dekat dalam sekolah juga. Enter potion class.
Shouldn't there be orders or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black
Itu bukan Dobby ke?
It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Dia tahu kalau Dobby masih wujud ke tak sebab this is 100 tahun sebelum dia jumpa dengan Harry Potter. Sebelum kehadiran Harry Potter. Alright, begin the quest. So maybe moyang Dobby kot ada.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
Crush ingredient.
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Okay, add Horklum juice. Saya ingat dekat dalam scene Harry Potter The Half-Blood Prince, time tu Weasley dengan Harry sebelum dia jumpa buku Professor Snape. Diorang buat potion tu teruk gila time tu. Kalau korang ingat dalam movie Half-Blood Prince. Itu salah satu my favourite movie of Harry Potter
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Luck. Okay, collect Ashwinder X. Collect Dark Mongrel Fur.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year. Rebellion. Of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
You hear correctly. Okay.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Adurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. Sekejap saya akan tanya dulu. Maybe this one.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
You know, there's some dialog tu saya tak berani nak tolak. I don't know why. Even this is just a game, tapi saya rasa macam berat pula saya nak tolak dia punya permintaan tu. So dia ada kena mengena dengan Professor Weasley. Disebabkan bila dia cakap nama dia Weasley, saya macam wait, bukan nama Professor Weasley tu sama macam dia? Rupanya dia punya anti guys
Revelio.
Alright, ada apa lagi kita boleh ambil kat sini? Alright, I think tak ada.
A well-prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Adurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Kaunya meja kita betul-betul kat ujung. Okay, add in healing and restore a bit of drink health Okay. Baik tak boleh. Sekejap dia.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening?
Brew an Adurus potion. Kita tunggu berapa saat? Oh man.
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
I don't think we should give
Weasley
apa dia nak tadi kalau tapi kalau saya tak ambil dia akan difference.
Again, Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Oh man, jangan dia salahkan kita.
I brewed an Adurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry about that. I don't know what you mean. Okay, sebab saya buat salah, so yeah, saya mengaku
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Alright, sebaik kita mengaku sebab dia puji kita
Class is dismissed.
I don't know if kalau kita tadi tak mengaku, maybe kita akan dikenakan hukuman guys Right, mana jalan keluar? Saya tahu kalau kita boleh datang belajar sesuka hati ke tak Tadi masa saya dekat kelas herbal tu dia kata kita boleh datang bila bermasa untuk check kita punya pokok. Dan kalau kita boleh hello girl. A red hair girl. So dia kata saya harap kalau kita boleh datang belajar and sesuka hati, there's gonna be a great game you know. Alright, sekarang kita akan jumpa dengan online kot. Yes, tapi dia dekat mana lah? Saya tengok dekat dalam map ni macam tak ada. Sekejap kita tengok world map. Oh, actually like this is gonna be new place. So, saya tak boleh nak fast travel. Okay, kita akan masuk dekat tempat baru guys Kita tengok pada dekat map tu. A new map. So dia bukan dekat perkampungan yang sebelum ni kita pergi tu. Dia loading. So dia memang nak loading screen untuk bahagian luar ni Wait, I know that place. Saya tu tempat yang diorang main penyapu terbang tu tak? Okay, tapi saya tak boleh nak pergi sana dulu sebab saya nak kena fokus kita punya mission, betul tak? Rasa maybe akan ada satu kali saya akan cuba luarkan masa, you know, tapi takkan rakam lah. Saya akan check around this place. Maybe mana-mana tempat yang saya tak pernah tengok lagi setakat ni, kita akan cuba check. Mana yang saya rasa saya teringin nak tengok sebab kalau ikutkan map dia sangat besar untuk saya check semua. Sekejap, lagi satu kat sini. Mustun, saya tak tahu Mustun actually nak kena buat apa. Daripada part sebelum ni saya nampak. So mana yang saya nampak saya ambil. Jauhnya online ni pergi. Lepas tu dia gerak sekali dengan kita. I'm gonna take that. Yeah, what is that? Kita nampak ada belon udara kat atas tu. 300 lah, 14. Damn, jauh siap saya nak berjalan. Saya tak tahu kalau kat sini ada fast travel ke tak sebab saya nak kena buka dulu kalau ada. Oh, sini ada. Wait, dekat area sini je lah.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
Saya ingat siapa yang berbual dengan saya tadi. So tadi saya boleh fast travel dekat situ je. Oh, benda ni. Saya macam saya pernah nampak kawasan ni. Boleh kita buru kambing ni. Tak apa lah. Saya tak boleh kot sebab kita nak buat apa dengan daging kambing, betul tak? So dalam ni macam tak ada makan ataupun dia just nampak kita makan buah je. Itu pun kita ambil dekat pasar raya Okay, ni pun dia.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you too, Onai.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Okay, saya tak boleh beritahu disebabkan tadi Professor Fitch kata kita tak boleh bagi tahu.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Okay, this could be dangerous, but maybe saya akan ni dulu kot sebab nampak macam
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Alright, nanti we done. Sekejap, sini macam ada banyak.
Rebellion.
Sini macam ada tempat lah. Alright, the quiz complete. So, saya kena pergi sebelah sana. Help stranger. Okay.
I never thought Ranrock's loyalists would go this far.
So, saya nak tengok kat sini macam ada... Kita dekat mana ni? Kawasan mana ni? Macam mana saya nak Change map. Okay, this one tak berapa besar dia punya kawasan. Saya nak try lalu dekat air dah tengok dia punya animation. Sometimes benda yang paling saya suka bila sesuatu game kan, bila saya lalu dekat air, dia ada animation dia, and kadang baju kita basah, and tu adalah salah satu bahagian paling saya suka dalam game Dia akan lebih more realistic. Sebab bagi saya lalu dekat air punya visual tu semua lebih susah. So saya appreciate that thing. But saya nampak kat sini macam tak ada apa-apa efek je, basah pun macam tak nampak basah je rasa.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Still aside!
Alright, let's go. We're gonna fight this thing.
Accio.
When I get down from here.
Sekejap, saya nak try. Alamak, saya tak sempat nak try. Oh, ada pun. And who are you?
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Ashwin Willis. Okay, saya nak... Alright, apa ni? The collection section of your field guide has been updated with a new enemy type. Okay, so kita bukan lawan dengan troll je. You may learn valuable insight on enemy such as weakness and certain spell. Okay.
Get over here, you...
Sekejap, saya nak guna ni.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Sekejap, saya nak ni. Tengok peti, pam, bukan peti. Dia keluar peti, nampak lebih.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Alright, research how interesting.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Okay, how fascination. Okay, sebab saya tak tahu mana satu yang patut kita pilih. Tapi macam biasa, yang pertama ni nampak lebih sopan sikit
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Get the Mallowsweet from the trunk. Apa tu Mallowsweet?
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Mallowsweet leaf. Sekejap, saya ada.
Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens.
Wait, what? Soft Merlin trial? Oh, just like that.
What? Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Saya kena hidupkan api ni saya rasa.
Incendiing.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Tak, saya akan hidupkan semua dekat area sini.
How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed, I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Okay, quest complete. Trial of Merlin. Okay, cakap pasal Merlin ya. You know, dulu dekat Malaysia, siaran TV Malaysia pernah keluarkan tentang Merlin punya siri ya. Time tu salah satu mak saya punya favourite movie, favourite series. Kalau korang tahu, biasa dah lama tak siri tu keluar.
Quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me.
Kalau korang tak tahu, means like korang rugi ya. That's one of the best series back then. Saya rasa tahun 20-an macam gitu tak? Okay, kita nak kena patah balik kat sini ya, saya rasa. Tak, saya tak boleh. Jadi kita nak, okay, this one. Okay, Mr. Ollivander, the Waymaker's housemate want to see me about something. I should pay him a visit. Okay, mana? Paling dekat? Okay, sini ya. Sebaik ada. Tak perlu saya nak jalan jauh. Sekejap, saya nak remove dulu kita punya. Alright, sebelah sini Ollivander. Oh, it's you.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
Of course, Mr. Ollivander. Sounds most up my street.
Wonderful. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old one-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
So, orang kat sini kebanyakan tahu tentang tahu apa? Kenal dengan Professor Weeks Okay, investigate the Owlery. Weh, 800. I feel like kita nak kena patah balik dekat Hogwarts. Okay, bukan. Oh man. I don't think ada dekat. Dekat mana kita punya jalan? This one? Sekejap, saya tak boleh. Tadi ada satu saya boleh. Wait, dia punya control ni pelik betul. Okay, ni ada satu kat sini. Nanti lah saya boleh. So, kalau saya rasa kalau kita lompat daripada bahagian tinggi, maybe dia akan tolak kita punya health bar, saya rasa. Okay, kita naik atas. Oh, bahagian atas sana. Sebenarnya saya ambil travel dekat kawasan situ tadi. Oh, tak sama je saya nak kena panjat juga. Macam mana saya nak naik atas? Jadi tak ada. Saya rasa dalam game ni kita boleh panjat. Oh, boleh lah guys. Tapi feel like macam dia ada limit dia. Tak semua tempat kita boleh lompat. Okay, ni atas ni. Tak saya kalau pakai kita punya spell boleh ambil. Oh tak boleh. Kita kena ambil pakai tangan juga. Kita boleh ambil menggunakan kita punya spell macam mana kristal tadi. Kita boleh ambil pakai spell. Like this one. Tapi untuk tumbuhan dia tak boleh. So dia just boleh dekat kristal sahaja.
The statues Mr. Ollivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the owls.
Wait, another legendary item siap. Headway. Boleh tak kalau saya ambil tapi kita hilangkan dia? I feel like macam pelik sikit. Oh, okay. Nice. Sebab dia nampak macam lebih. Saya rasa kalau cermin mata ni pun boleh kot. Yes, saya ambil yang ni. Tapi kita akan tukar dia punya nampak pada this one nampak macam lebih menarik, tapi pelik pun ada tak? Alright, this one. Okay, saya baru tahu kita boleh change sebab dia macam tak berapa cantik sangat pakai topi ni. Even cermin mata tadi pun nampak macam pelik je. So, lebih baik simple
Don't mind me, Els. I'm just here to help a friend.
Oh, ni kawasan burung hantu
Where are
ke?
those statues? Accio! I'd best keep looking. I recognize those handles. The summoning charm should do the trick.
Okay, collect.
Empty perches. Could be the right size for jackdaws. Or statues of jackdaws. Nothing.
Accio! Saya ambil dulu check semua.
No statues here.
Return the bird scratchpad to the pitch.
Here's a welcome surprise.
Yup. Saya kena panjat atas ke?
Birds aren't afraid of heights. Perhaps I should look a bit higher.
Nampak ada.
I'll take that, thank you. I'd best keep looking.
Tadi ada satu jatuh, mana lah benda dia? Saya dah ambil. Oh ni. Tak kalau kita boleh panjat atas pun.
Revelio.
Oh ada.
Accio. This'll do nicely.
Sekejap, sini kau buku. Saya buka dulu semua benda. Wait, rasa kita boleh.
Nothing. Accio.
Sekejap, sorry, salah. No, bukan.
No statues here.
Bagi jatuh dulu semua.
Here's a welcome surprise.
Levioso.
Accio. I'd best keep looking. Nothing.
Sini tak boleh.
No statues here. I'd best keep looking. Revelio.
Macam kita dah check semua benda, kita turun jap. Oh, kat sini ke semua statue dia?
Accio. I'll take that, thank you.
Okay, lagi. Saya rasa kita nak kena return semua benda-benda kat sini. Okay, lagi.
Revelio.
Oh, situ ada.
Accio. What's happening?
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. So Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness, I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really. Found it on some yellowed old pages Peeves had pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So, you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages that you took from Peeves and followed that map to your doom.
Odd to hear it all reduced to such absurdity, but yes. Why do you care about some old wand?
I don't really. Ollivander does. It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest? I'd be happy to show you where to find them.
If that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you there.
If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, the wand and the pages are yours for the taking.
Alright, quest complete Ollivander Hell Room. So tadi kita just nak kena cari dia punya patung dekat semua pintu-pintu yang tertutup tadi Okay, kita turun dulu jap. Alright, new quest uncloak. I need to learn the discerning charm before I can follow Richard Jackdaw Ghost into the Forbidden Forest. Okay, jadi macam mana online bagi tahu Forbidden Forest adalah tempat yang bahaya Dia kata tempat tu students hanya tak boleh pergi, tapi nampak macam mission kita akan pergi ke sana. Tapi malangnya sampai di sini saja untuk bahagian yang ketiga. Kita dah sampai penghujung. Jadi guys, InsyaAllah saya akan sambung esok untuk bahagian yang keempat kalau tak ada apa-apa halangan. Jadi sebelum saya tamatkan saya punya video, korang jangan lupa untuk subscribe on my channel YouTube. Jangan lupa juga untuk like dan komen. Jadi kita akan jumpa di next bahagian. See you and goodbye.